We've got a very good friend of Bernie and Sid, whose brother, of course, is one of my oldest and dearest friends, and Bernie's too, Mike Sullivan from Brennan & Carr in Brooklyn. Tom Sullivan ran for office just last November. That was a good time, man. You know, we wanted Tom to win. We endorsed him. He ran a great campaign. He did come up short. I did see him, though, about 6 weeks ago at the annual GOP dinner. Russo's on the Bay in Howard Beach. He continues to have political aspirations, as he should. He's a wonderful guy. Not only did Tom serve for us in Afghanistan and Iraq, but he happened to be there that day, Bernie. As you know, he was one of those heroic civilians who were carrying bodies, helping people get out of the burning buildings. So
he is an impressive individual.
He's great.
It was New York's loss that he didn't get elected.
Right.
That much I'll say.
Right. Well, here he is. Here's our good friend, Tom Sullivan, with memories of that day. Good morning, Tommy. How are you,
hey,
pal?
Tom.
Hey, good morning, guys. Thanks for honoring the day and in a reverent way, and paying the respects for all those friends, family, and patriots.
Well, that's, for people that get aggravated, we want to move on, you keep bringing it up, I don't care. Because those 3,000 people that perished that day, they deserve one day out of 365 for us to vote a couple of hours to those folks. Now tell us, what were you doing down there that day, and then exactly what you did to gain, which you're going to be humble about, but it's true, gain this heroic status. What did you do that day?
Well, I mean, to make it short and respectful, I had gotten into work about 8:15, 95th floor of the World Trade Center, and the night before we had told our parents, my wife and I, that we were expecting twins. So I got into work. I launched an email out to however many people, college friends, high school friends. We're expecting twins, wanted to share the good news. I was actually on my way down to the 90th floor around 8:40, 8:35, to tell a dear friend the same news. And my boss had come in, and so I started sharing the news with him. And then we watched the Tower 1 strike. And obvious things pursued from there. Unfortunately, that would be the last time I would see my boss, my friend Anthony. He went up to the 97th to. I didn't learn this until a time later, but he went up to get his mother-in-law. And as time would tell, we didn't have much time to spare. So I did what I had to do, a few things as a deputy fire warden for our floor. It got real quiet. I just jumped in the stairwell and started running down to the 78th floor. The 78th floor is a sky lobby where all the main elevator banks were. And the elevators were full with people coming to work, and the whole place was packed. So I just decided to kind of walk it out. Not exactly knowing what was going on at that moment, right? And then the best I can figure, I made it around to the 64th floor before our building was struck, and got knocked to the ground. The doors started opening up. With the panic had ensued at that point. It didn't last long. People had calmed down within 2 to 3 minutes. Everybody was looking out for each other. I saw some amazing things with people helping people. And I don't know where exactly it happened, but I came across 3 coworkers, one who was under a little bit of distress. And I just remember telling her, you can walk as slow as you want, you just can't stay here. And we went arm in arm, and I truly miss these people. I don't see them much. Some retired, some never came back to work. But I want them to know Linda, Annette, and Pascal, think about them often. We made that journey out together. And like I said, under the circumstances, we just haven't seen them in a very long time, and I do think about them. I also think about the three guys that hired me, two of which were Vietnam veterans. It was 3 minutes into the interview when these guys started talking their Vietnam stories, and I eventually said, "Hey, did I get the job?" And said, "Yeah, you got the job." And Ed and Dick, two Vietnam guys, didn't make it out of the building.
Wow.
And I want their families to know 18 years later that both those gentlemen shaped my life and had positive impacts on me. And I think about their families often.
Well,
And I thank these folks every day for what they've done for me.
Tom Sullivan, you are an American hero is what you are. And it was very fortuitous that you were the fire warden, because it did force you to go down a few flights of stairs, saving your life, apparently. And listen, we thank you for telling your tale here on the Bernie and Sid Show. We love you, Tom
Thank
Sullivan.
you, Tom. Yeah, we do love you. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, I love you guys too. And, everybody's in my prayers.